Welcome to Rays of Hope, where inspiration meets possibilities. Join us on this journey as we explore videos that illuminate the path to positivity, resilience, and success. Why perfectionism is a major problem. Why is it that striving for perfection often leaves us feeling anything but perfect? Perfectionism, though common and seemingly harmless, can be a huge problem. It affects people in every walk of life, pushing them to chase unattainable standards. This pursuit often brings more stress, anxiety, and dissatisfaction than actual achievements or happiness. Modern society glorifies perfection, from Instagram-worthy moments to spotless work performances. But the relentless pressure to be perfect can cripple creativity, productivity, and emotional well-being. Addressing why this happens and how to navigate perfectionism is crucial. Understanding its pitfalls can lead us to a more balanced, fulfilling life. In this video, we'll explore why perfectionism drags you down, how it manifests, and what you can do to break free from its grip. Whether you're a student, a professional, or someone who feels overwhelmed by the need to be flawless, this guide is for you. Let's get into it and find ways to embrace imperfections as part of a healthier, happier life. Understanding perfectionism. Perfectionism is more than just wanting to do well. It's about setting impossibly high standards and being overly critical of oneself. These high standards can lead to constant self-criticism and stress. To understand why perfectionism is such an issue, we need to look at what it really is and the different ways it shows up in our lives. What is perfectionism? Perfectionism is the relentless drive to achieve flawlessness. It's not just about doing your best. It's about feeling that anything less than perfect is unacceptable. Perfectionists often set unrealistically high standards. Focus excessively on their mistakes. Fear failure and rejection. Procrastinate due to fear of making mistakes. This can lead to a cycle of stress and dissatisfaction. Instead of feeling proud of their accomplishments, perfectionists often feel they're never good enough. This constant pressure affects not only their work but also their relationships and mental health. Types of perfectionism. Perfectionism isn't one size fits all. There are different types, each with its own set of challenges. Understanding these can help you identify how perfectionism might be affecting you or someone you know. Adaptive perfectionism. Adaptive perfectionism, also known as healthy perfectionism, can be a good thing in moderation. It involves striving for high standards while being flexible. Feeling motivated by goals but not overwhelmed. Using mistakes as learning opportunities. People with adaptive perfectionism can still experience satisfaction and pride in their achievements. They push themselves, but they're also able to recognize and celebrate their successes. Maladaptive perfectionism. Maladaptive perfectionism is harmful and often leads to negative feelings. It includes being overly critical of oneself. Fearing failure to the point of avoiding challenges. Procrastinating due to fear of imperfection. This type of perfectionism results in constant stress and anxiety. It makes it hard to enjoy achievements because the focus is always on what's wrong rather than what's right. This can lead to burnout and a decrease in overall well-being. By understanding these types, we can start to see the impact perfectionism has on our lives. Recognizing the signs is the first step in addressing and overcoming the negative aspects of perfectionism. Psychological impact of perfectionism. Perfectionism can deeply affect a person's mental and emotional well-being. It is not just about high expectations. It involves a constant, often harsh, self-critique. This section explores 3 key areas where perfectionism impacts psychological health. Perfectionism and anxiety. Perfectionism and anxiety are often intertwined. When you constantly strive for perfection, the pressure can lead to severe anxiety. This happens because of fear of failure. Perfectionists fear making mistakes. This fear can make even small tasks feel overwhelming. Overthinking. Constantly worrying about every detail can increase stress levels. Avoidance. Anxiety can cause perfectionists to avoid situations where they might not succeed, leading to procrastination. When you're always anxious about being perfect, it's hard to relax and enjoy life. This can lead to chronic stress, affecting both mental and physical health. Perfectionism and depression. Perfectionism can also lead to depression. The perpetual feeling of not being good enough can be draining and disheartening. Here's how it happens. Constant criticism. Perfectionists are their own harshest critics. This relentless self-criticism can wear down self-worth and happiness. Unrealistic goals. Setting goals that are impossible to achieve can lead to feelings of failure and hopelessness. Isolation. Perfectionists may isolate themselves to avoid exposing their perceived flaws, which can lead to loneliness and depression. When you're stuck in a cycle of trying to be perfect and failing, it can be easy to lose hope and feel discouraged. The role of self-esteem. Perfectionism has a significant impact on self-esteem. When you base your self-worth on meeting unrealistic standards, it can lead to low self-confidence. Constantly falling short of perfection can make you doubt your abilities. Negative self-talk. Perfectionists often engage in harsh self-talk, which damages self-esteem. Dependency on external validation. Relying on others' approval to feel good about oneself can make self-esteem unstable and fragile. Improving self-esteem involves learning to accept and celebrate one's imperfections. It's about acknowledging that nobody is perfect and that it's okay to make mistakes. Understanding these psychological impacts is crucial for anyone struggling with perfectionism. By recognizing these issues, we can begin to take steps toward a healthier mindset that values progress over perfection. Social and professional consequences. Perfectionism is more than a personality trait, it's a mindset that can negatively impact various areas of your life. Understanding how perfectionism affects both personal relationships and professional settings is essential. It offers insights into how this drive for flawlessness can create unnecessary challenges and stress. Impact on relationships. Perfectionism can strangle personal relationships in several ways. When you hold yourself and others to unattainable standards, it creates tension and dissatisfaction. Here's a closer look at how perfectionism affects personal relationships. High expectations. Perfectionists often expect their friends, family, and partners to meet unrealistic standards. This can lead to constant disappointment and frustration. Critical nature. Being overly critical of oneself often extends to being critical of others. This habit can make others feel judged and unvalued. Lack of vulnerability. Perfectionists struggle to show their true selves, fearing judgment. This makes forming deep, meaningful connections difficult. Avoidance of social situations. Fear of not meeting social expectations can cause perfectionists to avoid gatherings and events, leading to isolation. These issues can make it hard to maintain healthy, supportive relationships. The constant pressure to be perfect can drive a wedge between people, making it tough to build lasting bonds. Stay tuned for part 2, where we'll discuss strategies to overcome perfectionism and achieve a healthier balance in your life. Thank you for joining us on this uplifting journey with Rays of Hope. Please comment, like, share, and subscribe to stay tuned for more videos that spark hope and empowerment. Until next time, keep shining brightly. Thank you for watching.